Today we're talking about parenting skills and support groups that really work. I'm Nicholeen Peck and I teach all over the world about parenting, good communication, how to build strong family bonds, child development, and education, all through the lens of the principle self-government. Let's talk about what really works when you're trying to change your family. In this video, we're going to discuss some teaching self-government parenting skills and ways that you can gain support if you're wanting to make teaching self-government changes at your house. People who watch my YouTube channel, listen to my podcast, visit my website, all know that I teach the skills and principles of self-government. These skills and principles of self-government are not things that I made up. They are principles and skills that people who are emotionally mature, who are socially mature, have usually just figured out in years past, but in modern times, we've complicated our communications, we've created so much emotional entitlement that we've actually lost the ability to find some of these skills and principles all on our own. So I've brought them back here at Teaching Self-Government in order to help people find the freedom that comes with learning good parenting and communication self-government skills. So what are some of those good communication skills? Well, obviously I could talk about the 4 basic skills. The 4 basic skills of self-government are the foundational skills that every person needs. They're just adult skills that parents and children need in order to be able to communicate effectively with each other and with other people in the world. They help them be able to be understood, to be able to solve problems together, and feel like the people around them care. In order to create an environment where self-government can be learned, it requires a certain type of tone and a certain type of structure. These 4 basic skills both apply the tone and structure of self-government. So what are those 4 basic skills? The 4 basic skills of self-government are following instructions. There's 5 steps to that skill. The second skill is accepting no answers and criticism. There's 4 steps to that skill, including the power step, drop the subject, meaning that you can get over things when they don't go your way. Then the third skill of the 4 basic skills is being able to accept consequences. Then the 4th skill is to disagree appropriately. Boy, do we ever need those last 2 skills more than anything. In fact, we need all 4. If a person doesn't follow instructions from themselves or other people, they won't ever be able to learn to direct themselves in a self-governed way. So it is important that we learn all of the 4 basic skills of self-government. These 4 basic skills help lead a person down the path of self-mastery. But sometimes in order to learn a skill like disagreeing appropriately, we have to break it down into its steps. So not only do I break down the steps of the 4 basic skills, but there are skills that parents need: how to do effective corrections, how to pre-teach their children for success, how to help them through the dysregulated moments with some good intensive teaching. So when you're learning how to correct your children, pre-teach your children, help your children find calmness when they're dysregulated, or even help yourself find calmness when you might be getting dysregulated, it's going to take a little bit of support usually, because what you're attempting to do might be something you haven't seen before. In fact, that's something that a lot of people find, is that when they are attempting to learn self-government and practice self-government in their homes, that they need to have connection with a resource that actually can continue to show them what this is supposed to look like so that they know if they're on the right track. Well, we have that for you at Teaching Self-Government. Years ago, I created a vision where people could find a community, a TSG community, where they could be supported, get answers to their questions, discuss the principles and skills of self-government so that they could internalize them and create change. Freedom is not a government policy. Freedom is an idea, which means that you have to have buy-in to that freedom. You have to understand the principles of it in order to actually live according to it. Freedom has always had its onus on the people, not on the government. It's the people that have to sustain it. The same thing is true when we're talking about the freedom in our communication, in our relationships, and in our own homes. It's up to us. We have to govern ourselves, which sometimes means that we need some support along the way because we don't know what it looks like. So part of the TSG community is a discussion group where parents meet together to discuss the principles and skills of self-government as they're learning them and implementing them into their homes. Also, the TSG community comes with access to the TSG support group, which is where I answer people's questions every week. So you get access monthly to a TSG mentor that I've trained, and you have discussions with that mentor and other parents, and then you get weekly access on support calls with me where I answer parenting questions. This TSG community is absolutely life-changing. It used to be that people felt in order to find full support as a person using teaching self-government in their homes that they needed to become a teaching self-government mentor. They had to go through all of the levels of training that I provide in order to be a certified mentor so that they could be close to me and learn the most about teaching self-government. But not anymore. Sure, you can still become a mentor and there's a lot of great learning there, but you can get what you need for your family and the support that you need by using the TSG community. So go to teachingselfgovernment.com and find the TSG community in the groups and communities on the Teaching Self-Government store. And I'll see you there to answer your questions this week.